What's up, my beautiful creators? How are you today? Let's get into this. First of all, I hope that everybody has had a beautiful and creative day. I truly, truly believe that the more creativity that we use on a daily basis, it helps us to relax, it helps our minds to be at ease, and we don't worry about all of the negative things that are going on in the world right now. It's not that we shouldn't be concerned, but every once in a while, we need our brains to relax and we need to just take care of ourselves. So let's hop on over to Canva, and that's canva.com. And those of you who have been with me for a little while now know that I have the Canva Pro account. I highly recommend the Canva Pro account because in Canva Pro, there are so many elements and tools and tricks and things that you can use that you just cannot use in the free version. So I'm over at canva.com, and of course, on the top left hand side, there is a button and it's grayed out now because I'm already getting ready to create a design. But this purple button right here says create a design. When you click on that, this box will come up and you can do a few things. You can either choose from some templates here, or you can choose custom size, which is what I am doing, what I have done. And I'm going to change this to pixels. I'm sorry, to inches. It was on pixels. We're going to change the unit size to inches, and we are going to change the width to 42. Let's see if we can make it 43. And we're going to change the height to 46. Yes, we can. If we are not able to do that, this purple box right here that says create new design would be grayed out and you would not be able to do that. Let me show you what I mean. If I type in 46 by 46, it allows me to do that. Let's see if I can do 46 by 50. It allows me to do that. Let's see if I can do 46 by 55. Looks like I can do that too. I cannot do 60. Let's see if we can do 59. How about 58? We can do 46 by 58. So it looks like that might be the largest size that we can create in Canva. And I've told you before, if you've been with me for a while, but if you're not and you're new, you should know that when you save an image in Canva, it only saves it as a 96 DPI. We want our images to be 300 DPI. And so when we change our DPI from 96 to 300, it's going to compensate. So if you take from one end to give to something else, obviously there's a tug and pull. So we're going to have it bigger so that when we upsize the DPI, the size will automatically go down, but that's okay because for t-shirt size, typically we need it's either 12 by 16 or 16 by 20 for t-shirt designs. So if any of you use Printful or Printify, you know what I mean. The image size that you will need is one of those sizes. So I have a full video on showing you how to change the DPI and the resolution, and I will pin that in a comment so that you can see that video as well. But right now we're going to create this design. So let's click on create this design. So now Canva has given me a new workspace, this white sheet of paper right here. And we are going to start with we're going to use an app this time. And this is an app for a special text effect. So you're going to head over to the left side here. You're going to click on apps. And you will notice that where it says Typegradient, it says featured. This is up here because it's featured, but also I think it's up here because I've used this recently. So I'm not sure, but if you don't see it on yours, you want to type in the search bar the word type gradient, and you'll see there is no space in between. So make sure you type it just like that, because if you don't, it may not come up or other things may come up. So if I click on your apps, I'm trying to see if I see it, and it is here. Because I've already used it, it is under the Your Apps tab. So these are apps that I have used before. So that's a quick way to find apps that you have used before. So I'm going to click on Typegradient, and I haven't used this a lot, but the couple of times that I did use it, I really, really liked it. So let's do this together. So you'll see it has already some color up here, and it has some text in here, but we're going to change this text, and we're going to say something like, um, make the most of this beautiful day. Well, let's put this on this line, and we're going to change this to a capital T. Now, what we're going to do with this is align it. So we want to align everything in the center. So you'll see that it changed everything in the center. Now, I want to change the colors. So I'm going to click right down here. And if you didn't see what I did, if you look right here, these are the colors that this text is in. So we're going to change that. So I'm going to click on here, and let's click on red and let's see, maybe green, maybe purple. I love purple. Okay, I like this color combination. So you basically just click on all of the colors that you want added into your text. So now we can go back up here, and if you see this little line right here, it's like a little pendulum. It's swinging back and forth. You can take this and kind of, I don't know what you would call, adjust maybe the color to where you want it or how you want it. So I think I like it like that. And now you can choose the gradient type. So right now it's set to linear. We can change it to radial. I don't like that. We can change it to cone or mesh. I don't like that as much. I like the linear. So now that we have the text in here and what we want to say, let's change the font. And we might go back to this. This is Anton 123. Let's change the font. Now, some of these fonts, I guess with this particular app, you can use all of these fonts, and I'm not sure if you can use this in the free version or not. But it looks like I can definitely change the font. So let's see if I want. Let's change it to Bangers 123. So I'm going to click the back arrow, and it has changed it to Bangers 123. Now, if we click on this little option here, this is the line height. So we can space out the words. And I think I want to do that because I want to make, I probably want to put some elements in between. So let's do it like that. Okay, so now I think we have the text where we want it. And now I'm going to click on Add to Design. And once we do this, you're going to notice that this text is going to pop over to the workspace. So it has popped over to the workspace. It is small right now, and I want to make it larger. So I'm just grabbing the edges and moving them outward so that I can make the font a little bigger. All right, so this looks pretty good. All right, so now let's go and get some elements to put here. Now, quick note, you can tell that this is in the center because you see that line coming down the middle. There are actually two lines now, so this is perfectly centered. It's centered horizontally and vertically, and you can tell by the line, the red line going up and down the page and the red line going across the page. So if I click off of it, it is in the center. So We could use this either for a t-shirt. I think this would also make a nice piece of wall art. We can do either one. So let's go over to elements now. Let me get out of this type gradient by closing it. I'm going to check this X right here. So now I'm out of that, and I am going to choose some elements. All right, so let me click on elements here, and I'm going to, because this is so colorful, I'm going to choose gold, and let's see what comes up. You know I love my gold, so don't tease me, but I do love my gold. So let's see what we can play around with here. So let me find something. So I think I like this. This, if you notice, there's a crown next to it, which means if you hover over it, you'll see it's a pro um, feature. So it's a premium image and it's included with any pro account. So let's put this gold up here at the top, and I'm going to duplicate it as well. So I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to click on this plus button, and that's going to duplicate my image. So put it right there. And now I'm going to click on position, and I'm going to put this one to the back. I'm going to click on this one, and I'm also going to put that one to the back. So you can see that these images are now behind the text. So let's go back over to elements, and let me type in gold glitter. I like this one, so I'm going to click on that. And again, that's a pro feature as well, or a pro image. I'm going to put this kind of towards the top. I'm going to make it a little larger. I'm going to duplicate it, put it towards the bottom, and I'm going to use the flip option because I'm going to flip it vertically, and then I'm going to flip it horizontally also, so it looks like they're kind of opposite and matching up towards each other. Now, what I want to do though, I want to put them behind the words. So I'm going to go to position, and I'm going to click on layers this time so I can see where everything is. If you look over here, you see that these gold elements are on top of um, the text, and I want them behind. So I'm just going to grab them, and I'm going to move them down behind the text. So it's really easy to do. You just left click and you can move it to wherever you want. But you'll notice I want them on top of the solid gold. So I am putting them on top. So you got the text right on top. You've got these two pieces of gold element behind it, and then these two pieces of gold element all the way towards the back. So that is a nice simple design, but you know, I like me some bling stuff. So so let me find one more. Let's see, I want to put this back in the center again. There we go. So I'm going to find one more thing to kind of complete this design. Okay, I think I am going to use this. Yes, I like this a lot. So we're going to pull this out, and I don't want it over top of the letters completely. I just kind of want it, you know, to fade in a little bit. So I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to put it to the top, and I like things to match up. So I'm going to flip it horizontally and then vertically. All right. Looks good. I love this. Love this, love this, love this. So we're finished with this cute little design. And so let me show you how it will look in a frame or even on a t-shirt. So first, let's go to share, and we're going to download this. And right now I'm just going to download it because it's just going to be for our purposes to see it on a mock-up. I'm just going to download it as a JPEG. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to download it as two things. I'm going to download it as a JPEG for the art, for the wall art. And then I'm going to download it as a PNG for the t-shirt design. So first, let's download the JPEG. Let me click on download there. Now I'm going to go over to upload and I am going to upload the file. Okay, so now my file is uploading. So this is the actual JPEG image right here that you see. So I'm going to add a page here. I am going to go to photos and I am going to type in wall art mockup. So let us find, oh, this is nice. I like this one on the floor. So I'm going to save this as a background image and I'm going to go back to elements. I'm going to type in frame and we're going to choose a Canva frame right here. This frame will allow us to put in our image inside of this frame box. So move this down a little bit and you'll notice it's a little crooked because this frame is on the floor, this black frame. It's on the floor and so it is tilted out a little bit. So we're going to have to kind of camouflage that. So I'm going to make this a little bigger, our frame itself. And I'm going to pull it over a little bit and pull it down. And that will kind of compensate for the frame evenness. So we just kind of play with it a little bit. I can pull it out even a little bit more. Okay, that looks pretty good. And if you're not satisfied with that, let me tell you what you can do. If you go back over to elements, this is a little trick. Type in black frame. And we're going to click on, let me click on graphics. And let's find a black frame. Let's choose this one. So we're going to try to use another frame instead of the one that's originally there, because that way we can have an even frame. Let's see. Maybe this one. Make this a little smaller. So creativity is all about just using your resources, using what you have, just using what you got basically to make it work. And that's what we're going to do. So we're doing some real tricks now, y'all. Okay, let me hit the undo button because you see it put the frame inside of the Canva frame. So let me move this out the way for a minute. Let me move this out the way. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm putting this back down here. I'm going to widen this up so that it covers the one that's originally there. Now I'm going to take this one. I don't want it inside of this frame. So I'm going to lock the Canva frame right now so that nothing can go inside of it. See, so now when I move this, it does not pop inside of that frame. So let's put this down a little bit. Okay, I think that will work, y'all. Yeah, that will work. Okay, so now I have to click on the three dots here and let's move this black frame to the back for a minute. I did that so that I can access our Canva frame here. Now I want to unlock this frame and I want to play around with this frame so that it now fits right inside of our newly created frame on the floor. Okay, it looks great. Think we did it, y'all. Think we did it. Um, yeah, I think we did it. Let's see. Yeah, looks pretty good. Okay, so now we have our frame on the floor, and this is a little bit too close to this little chair right here, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about that right now. So now we're going to go back over to uploads because we just uploaded our frame, our image, right? So we're going to take this image, we're going to hover over it, and we're going to pop it right inside of that frame. So now you can see what this would look like in a beautiful frame. So there you go. I think that looks really good. It's a wonderful way to make your own art. So now let's see what this looks like on a t-shirt. So I'm going to add a page. I'm going to go over to photos and I am going to type in t-shirt mock-up. So let's see what it would look like on a black t-shirt. This would probably be for a woman. So I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to say set images background. But I really want some of the elements to show. So I'm not going to use that. I'm going to find one that's a little longer. Let's see if we can actually find a woman and put it on her. So let's see. Here's somebody. Okay, this looks good. So let's right click. You see how I'm right clicking and I'm getting this Windows menu. I don't want that. I want this menu in the back. So sometimes you can't get it easily. So the best thing to do is to click on these three dots right here. And I'm going to say set images background. So now we've got her to the back. All right. So now we're going to go back over to our uploads and we are going to take our image, click on it, put it over here. And I did this for a reason because I wanted you to see. Remember, we saved this as a JPEG. So as a JPEG, this won't work unless you have it on a white t-shirt. But if you want to be able to put this on different color t-shirts, we need to make sure that the background is saved transparently. And you do that by having the image as a PNG. So let's delete this. Let's go back up to our main image and we are going to click on that page, go back to share. We're going to download it, but this time as a PNG, a transparent background, and that is page 1. So make sure you don't click on all pages because it's going to download them all as a zip file. And we don't want that. We just want the current page 1 and it's transparent. So let's click on that to download it. Okay, it has finished downloading our transparent PNG. So we are going to upload this file into Canva. Where's our file? There's our file. It is uploading now. So let me scroll back down to the page with our lady on it. And if you want to make this larger, you can just double click on the picture itself and take your mouse to the corners of the edges of the image and scroll it up or down. This is as small as it's going to get because that's the original size. So I want to make it a little larger so we can see the t-shirt design a little better. Okay, so now this one to the right is the JPEG and this one over here is the PNG. You can't tell the difference by looking at them, but if you click on that one, you see it still has the white background. I want to delete that off of this page. If you click on this one, you see it has the clear background. So this is what we want. So we want to go to the edge of this image and we want to reduce it in size and make it small enough to fit on the t-shirt. So there you go. So now you have your image that you can put on a t-shirt You can make it into wall art. You could even put this in a mug or a book cover, anything that you might like. So let me turn this a little bit. There you go. Okay, guys, what do you think? I think it's beautiful. I love it. So, this is how easy it is to use Canva. So, I hope you like this. Please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I love the comments. As you see, I reply to all of my comments because I really feel like creators are a family. And I love the support and I love supporting you guys. So, please give me a thumbs up. Give me some comments. I'll try to answer all of your questions. I appreciate you so much. I want you to have a beautiful, creative day. Go out there, go to your computers at home or your laptops and create something amazing, something as amazing as you are. Thanks so much. Love to you all. I'll see you in the next video.